Hello, and welcome to my first Once Upon a Galaxy video of the Day 2 April Monthly. This will be our first game of the Day 2 run. So let's see what we get. And they aren't promising. I'll say that. At least it's top 5. So if it's top 5, I'd probably just take like Headmaster or Dungeon Master. Artemis is the only one that is just overkill for top 5. But I think I'm happy enough to play Headmaster in this spot. And we have got a pretty decent start. There was a consideration for the little dragon, who is back now. But I just doesn't trade very well. It's kind of his issue, and Headmaster just kind of wants to be alive. Well, this is interesting. These are okay. I could take Relic here. It's probably not Acorn, even though I have a Gilded Pix since the Pix nerf. It's probably just Masterwork Scroll because we are incentivized to be casting stuff. And we lose this fight, but that's just double the other things. You can't do much about that. This shop is extremely rude. Oh, goodness. So what do I do here? Like the first thing that springs to mind is you obviously like Pumpkin Spice Latte. You just get back to 3 hearts. Stepmother is 2 treasures, but then we are playing down a board space on this turn. So it really depends on what we get. Then Ace is tempting. Smee is the only non-choice here. Astrid. Astrid? Yes, you. Oh dear. Perfect timing, of course, for her to start playing with one of her toys right at my feet. So let's see. My first inclination is to take Evil Stepmother, even though it goes down a unit, which means it's probably wrong. I don't know. I feel like Ace is the only non-decision here, just because we have an incentive to cast spells. This is 2 looks at breadcrumbs, which accelerates us quite a bit, but like I mentioned before, we're playing down a unit to do so, which is not ideal. I feel like in a tournament setting this just has to be what you do, and it sucks and I hate it. And we don't get breadcrumbs and I'm very sad, but we do get Miseria. And the Ace comes back, and the shop's a bit whatever. I could take Ahab here, because I actually think there's a good chance Ahab completes, for what it's worth. Like, we have a decent amount of stats on the board, but going for Ahab and going for Miseria in the same vein are, they sort of go against each other's, wishes to a degree. I mean, this is a no-brainer. Shop's pretty modest. Pick up Jill. Ordering is atrocious. Do I want another look at bread roll? I think I do. I think we are strong enough to weather something or other. The treasures are bad. I think I'll take Relic. Fortifications is probably better, but I think it's a bit of a crapshoot. Fortifications is not that exciting of a treasure at the best of times. Rolo has arrived. So, yep. If there was a game to be had, it's got much easier for us. I took the spell there because we had the Masterwork Scrolls. It's a pretty modest spell at the best of times, but I'm not going to complain too much at the prospect of half-decent treasures. And we are just doing Rolo things at the moment. We're probably going to lose this fight. Maybe the ranged units. No, the ranged units just scam it out for us, and we take a fairly handy win. This is a very tempting pickup, just because it's a much higher quality unit. And so is this. I guess Morgan is not long for this world. We probably lose this just because it's double dealer. Double dealer is just quite strong at this point in the game. And we take a half heart of damage. We proc Azria, which procs Jasmine, which procs Mav, which gives us Flock of Mimics or 6-shooter. I think I want Flock because my next Rolo proc is rare, which is useless actually. But if we get Calypso, I don't even know if I want this. I can't really, like, other than a heart, I can't really think of an uncommon treasure I want to mimic. Little Red or progress my quests. I suppose I also probably want to get, like, this materia off the board, but they were not inspiring shots, to be sure. I'll just dump some stuff here. Okay, two-headed is nice. And we get another treasure. It's an elixir, and then double over the rainbow to go into our next turn. It's not the most exciting Mixo, but it's good enough to probably keep us above half our damage. Oh, maybe not with that goodie bag summon. I have chosen a horrible time to record this. Astrid is going bananas on the cat tree. She cannot get enough of it right now. I guess I'm doubling the Wicked Witch Slaw. It's not ideal, but I don't want to use the double spell on this, and Rolo, or sorry, Crystal is great with the Rolo here. We get double Crystal's Ball, which is fantastic. The mop is very tempting, but I'm not going to try and build up some summons from here. I think I just keep going on the spell front. We get a pretty modest one in a small Conan, and I think I just take the Scarecrow over the Conan because it's so small. And we're top 5. Fantastic spell to start the turn. One of the very best that'll ever do it. And this is pretty good with the trash can. Definitely an argument for taking the Quester there, but I just don't think it's as good. Pretty reluctant to drop the Jasmine Dragon or the Rolo here. I should probably put this Shadowmancer on the board, but man, it is not a good unit. But it is a good TLK target. You'll come back, you'll come back. It'll be fine. Double Mercy or double Poison Apple. Neither particularly exciting because they assume that we're already... One assumes that we are like big enough that we can always win a fight. The other assumes we are too small to win a fight, which is a strange dichotomy. That's a decent amount of stats on my board, but I think now it is the time to pick them up. So we have like a backup plan if we run into any nonsense board. This is not like a particularly exciting Headmaster game. It's just a game where I largely avoided playing around Headmaster in favor of playing Rolo. Let's see. Do I want to give this +80/+80? It is a lot. We have like consolation prizes, but we don't really have anything too exciting. So I think I'll just blast this off. Insulate ourselves from any sort of silliness, but it does not look like this is a particularly strong lobby. Red Rim has logged on. I hate this. I hate the big UI. Okay. That's very tempting. I mean, it's just double on here. It gives us the Art of Anubis, which is sort of the important thing. I'll just cycle this. I could just spell here to shut the door, but... Oh, hi. Hello, opponent. You're up to no good. Never before seen scenes of Tinker or Dust. I mean, at least we only need top two. Headmaster absolutely got us there. Very little to do with Headmaster, admittedly. We just kind of, like, ran good. Right, Astrid, you've got to get down from there, puppy. Oh, goodness me. You gotta get down from there, Astrid. Ours is less exciting. Astrid! Fantastic first recording. I really appreciate your contribution to the video. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I'm going to position like this in case the hook can seal something big, Stinky can value trade something, and Wicked Witch can shrink the whole tree. Mockingbird might tidy up the end, but I think we're just too small. And we also get first attacked into. Yeah, this was just a very poorly played game on my part. Bit of a split focus deal, because Astrid wants some attention, so there will be a break between games 1 and game 2, where I try and get this just absolute Italian to behave. Alright, thanks very much for watching.